So, dear students, let's start learn first method of solving transportation model, that is northwest corner method. So, this is how the question will be given to you. Like some stations will be given here, S1, S2, and S3, and some destinations are also given to you like D1, D2, D3, and D4. And here is the cost that is given over here. And the capacity is also given here, like for the S1 station, the capacity is 7, and S2 capacity is 9, and for S3 capacity is 18. So here the total of capacity is 34. And if we talk about the demand, for D1 is 5, and for D2 is 8, D3 is 7, and for D4 is 40. The total of all the demands is also 34. It means this is a balanced problem. So let's start just solving this particular problem. So as the particular method talks about the northwest corner. So here in this particular question, the northwest corner is this particular cell, like S1, D1. So first allotment will be done in this particular cell only. So here the demand is 5 in the D1, and the capacity in the S1 is 7. So the maximum allotment that we are able to do in this particular column is 5, because 5 is the lowest value and the 7 is the highest value. So just see, when we are able to allot the 5 here, then it means the 5 is also deducted from this capacity, only 2 will be left out. So let's see, I had already allocated 5 here, and 5 is allocated, and here 2 will be left out. So another, now what we need to do for just allocating another cell, we have to follow the northwest corner only. So here in this particular one, in this particular column, we don't have sufficient demand to just allocate different cells. So we are supposed to take another column for the same. Like now we are supposed to take D2 for the allotment of this particular type of transportation cost. And now we can take this particular 130 as a allotment cell. Like now we are able to see like 5 is already allotted. Now we can allocate 2, because 2 are 2 was balanced, that we are able to see after deducting 5 from the 7 supply. So here we had given 2, and here we can able to see that 8 demand is given over here. So we can say that 6 is the balance, that we are able to find it out. And now we are able to see that 6 balance is there in this particular column. We can just go with the more allotment. Okay, so here the next northwest corner will be this one, the 31. S2 and D2. So here how much we can accommodate, like 2 we had already given to this particular cell, balance is 6 is left out. So we can see that 6 is here and 9 is here. So we can say that 6 will be allocated in this particular S2 and D2 cell. So here I had allocated 6 value to this particular cell. Now the next value that we can allocate, we are already done with this particular column, like all the values would be allocated. Make sure when you are just allocating all these values, you have to take care of one thing. What is the total that you are allocating here? Make sure this total will be equal to this particular supply total for this particular row. And for this particular column, make sure this is the total of that particular allocations that you are able to do. So similarly, check it out. The 5 is allocated here. Total is 8 here. Demand total is 8. We had allocated 2 and 6. So now we don't have another just balance in the demand. So we are not supposed to allocate in this particular cell. So let's jump to the another one. So here we are able to see in this particular row, we have 3 as a balance. So, and here we don't have balance, but here in this particular one, we can accommodate. So here we can say the 40, where the 40 is given over here, like D3 and S2, we can allocate 3 value. Okay, so here I had given value 3 in this particular column. And now we can see what is the balance here. 4 is left out in the demand, and we can say here supplies is 0 because 6 and 3 already allocated. So here the total supply, the left out supply is 0. So we can allocate 4 just demand here. Like now we can say that 4 demand will be allocated here because this is also northwest corner. So we can allocate D3 S3, the 4 demand will be allocated here. Here I had allocated the demand. And now we can see here our supply is 0, here is also 0. And you can see 4 and 3, 7, here is also 0. So we cannot give values in the S1, S2 and D1, D2 and D3, but we are having the option to give value to this particular cell. And that value that we can give it to the cell is 14 because 14 is left out from this particular supply also and from this particular demand. So we can give value to the S3, D4. 14 will be allocated. So now our problem is solved. So what you have to do to find out the total cost, you have to just multiply 19 into 5, add on 30 into 2, plus 30 into 6, plus 40 into 3, plus 17 into 4, plus 20 into 14. So with the help of this, you will be able to find out the answer. Similarly, same thing I had put it here. And now with the help of this particular formula that I had already given you for the degeneracy, m plus n minus 1 is equal to number of allocated cell. So you can see the number of allocated cell in this question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So total allocated cells in this problem is 6 cells. So here is the number of allocated cells. M means number of rows that are available. Total 3 rows are available over here. And number of columns, 4 columns are there. So just see 3 plus 4 minus 1, total is 6. It means that this is a non-degenerated problem. It means this is the ultimate solution that we can just say we can give for this type of problem. Thank you. Happy learning.